podium is kind of makes me shaky, but gives me something to prop on. So I am blessed to be the director at Care Cafe. Do most of you know what Care Cafe is? Have heard of it? You can talk back to me. Well, I'll go over a little about what Care Cafe does, and then I'll open it up to questions. And I always forget something. I never write out everything I need to say, so I always forget. So if you have questions at the end, I'll be happy to answer. And I'm going to stick around after the service, so if you have any other questions, I can answer them then. Like I said, I'm blessed to be the director of Care Cafe for the past 14 years. In October, we celebrate our 14th anniversary. Care Cafe is a respite care program for seniors and their caregivers. So if you are caring for an older loved one at home, or you just don't feel comfortable leaving that loved one at home by themselves all day, Care Cafe is a great resource. You could bring your loved one there. We do fun activities. I'll get into a little bit more about what we do later. But it's a fun place to be, right, Carolyn? We have a good time. We fellowship, share about what the Lord does for us, and it's just such a blessing to be a part of this group of seniors. And also, happy Grandparents' Day for all of you guys who are blessed to be grandparents. If you haven't called your grandparents and you still have them, call them before the end of the day and tell them how much you love them. At Care Cafe, I get to do that every day, so I'm thankful. I don't have my grandparents anymore, and I had the best in the whole world. I miss them every day. But, I still have grandparent figures at work that I get to hang out with every day, so I'm thankful for that. So at Care Cafe, the participants get there about 10 o'clock in the morning. Either their caregivers bring them or the SCUSA bus will drop them off. We have coffee and snacks in the morning, just sit around and fellowship for the first 30 minutes. We do devotions every morning, and then they talk me out of doing exercise. It's on the schedule. We have really good intentions to do exercise, but they always come up with something else to talk about, and it just takes up all that time. We just don't have time for exercise, so we go on to our morning activity. Sometimes that's Bible study. Jack Benoit does one of our Bible studies. We're so thankful for your family. Such a talented family. Maddie Grace and Mia and JD come and share their talents, and Danny. So we're so thankful for all that you do. I was excited about coming to hear the music because, just what I hear at Care Cafe is so awesome. I can't imagine what it's like here on Sunday morning. But other activities besides Bible study, we, of course, bingo. That's very important every week. We have to do bingo. We do lots of trivia, reminiscing, target toss type games. I do get them up out of the chairs. We don't sit all day. So we get up and do some type of physical activity every day. But I think the most important thing we do is the fellowship one with another. You get lonely I get lonely sitting at home over the weekend. So when you're retired, you don't have a job to go to every day, you lose that personal interaction with your coworkers. Maybe you don't see your family every day, and that's a great loss. So for us to be able to provide that at Care Cafe, I think is one of the main benefits, as well as the break for the caregivers. Have you ever cared for a loved one? Anyone ever cared for an older loved one? It's very rewarding, but it can be stressful. And we all need time by ourselves to relax, take a bath, go shopping, not worry about, is mom or dad leaving the stove on? Are they going to turn the thermostat up to 95 degrees? What's the temperature going to be when I get home? You're not having to worry about your loved one while they're at Care Cafe, and you know that they're having a good time. We provide free trial days for people who are thinking about coming. So before they ever fill out any paperwork, they come and spend the whole day with us just to see, our goal is to have fun and fellowship and then they get to go home in the evening, and then it's nap time, right? 2 o'clock's nap time. No nap till 2. But again, I'm so thankful for this church. We're a local ministry that you guys support on a regular basis. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you to Diane and to Margaret for all you do. You guys keep me straight. I couldn't do it without you guys. I thank Carolyn, because if nothing else is going on, Carolyn's going to start a conversation. She stirs that pot in a good way. In a good way. You guys have a great prayer warrior in Carolyn in this church. You're blessed to have her. I know if she tells me she's praying for me, I know she's praying for me. Along with Margaret and Diane, the Benoit family, you guys are so blessed to have them. And I'm so thankful for all that you do at Care Cafe. So just thank you to the whole church for your support. I'm so thankful for all that you guys do. And I'll open it up now to questions. I know I have forgotten something. Do you have any questions about the program? Oh, yeah, that's one of the most important things, too. Other than the fellowship's first, second is food. So it's kind of like being at church for 4 hours a day. You get the fellowship, the food, and the fun. And it is a full hot lunch. We're located right beside of Taylor House, just a few blocks over. If you know where the Taylor House is, Taylor House used to be the hospital. It was the Yadkin Hospital from the 30s through the 50s, I believe. The building that we're in was the nurses' quarters. So the nurses lived there, and they walked on the sidewalk over to work. So it's a home-like setting. It's not like a facility. It's very welcoming, very bright. And the Taylor House cooks our lunches. So we get a full hot meal, meat, 2 vegetables, bread, dessert. And we're also fortunate, every Thursday, Diane brings something special for snack. And if you guys know Diane, you know she can't cook. So I've never had anything she's made that was not delicious. So we're thankful for that, too.
Is there an age requirement, Sandra?
You have to be 60 or older. Yeah. And the max number of people in our program is 9. Right now we are full, and praise the Lord, this week is our first full week, being there 4 days a week. The program was designed to be 4 days a week when we first opened in 2010. COVID happened, things happened before that. We needed volunteers to be open 4 days a week. The Lord has provided. So we have volunteers, and this is our first week that we'll be there all 4 days. We do have a waiting list right now, so if you know of someone who's interested, give me a call. I'll be happy to answer any questions. They can go on the waiting list. If you are interested in volunteering, let me know. Volunteers do anything from coming in to call bingo 1 time a month to staying with me all 4 hours once a week, or I'm flexible. If you have a heart to work, we'll find something for you to do, and you'll be blessed in return. Any other questions? Well, thank you so much for having me. I feel like I'm at home because I know a lot of you. I know a lot of you already.